little better. Are we happy with that one? Yes,
That's
we are.
better, yeah.
Away we go. Fred Green leads them into oblivion for the first time.
Looked like Ashcroft down the inside in second as well.
It is, yep. That is the 22 of Ashcroft in second place, and he's got his nose tucked under as well for the lead of the race. Up the hill for the first time. He's also got Zach Green in his, not Zach Green, excuse me. It's Ethan Woodward, who's had a fantastic start as well.
And so there we go, Jacob Ashcroft, your early race leader. Over here they come for the first time, and we'll see how they line up. So it is indeed Jacob Ashcroft that leads. Green in second, Woodward third, Sky Parker in fourth, Katzentonis in fifth, as we see this drag race now, Howard, up to Christmas Corner.
This is great stuff. This is classic cadet racing here, and look at Fred Green looking to get back the lead of the race, and does so into Ashby, and Joseph Katzentonis having a look as well now, challenging the 83 of Ethan Woodward.
But loses out. 53 going down the inside, Zach Green.
Good point. Zach Green getting by, and Riley Bishop as well now challenging is that.
Let's see what Parker having a look there, but it's not going to be on.
That was good positioning though from Parker there, just a little bit to the right of the racing line.
Good racecraft again, is it? Good positioning of the kart. As down the inside there goes Zach Green on Ethan Woodward.
Group of 7 at the front here, but Archie Lovett there running quietly in 8th may catch up to this as well if it all starts breaking up into a battle. Look at how tight they are. Sky Parker was having a think about it. I think he may even have been etching his name onto the number plate of the card in front of him, but it wasn't on there. Into Ashby, and now goes down the inside of Jacob Ashcroft. Look at the drag, though, that Katzentonis and Ashcroft are able to have down the straight. I thought they were going to get by Zach Green then, but actually Katzentonis gets by Ashcroft. Ashcroft must be feeling a little bit punch drunk at the end of that one.
And starting to really put the 20 under pressure. Oh, he had a peek down the inside, wasn't really on, and again tries. Oh, brave move there from Katzentonis to take the position
of a second. You can see, though, further back, Sky Parker having to defend against the 23 of Jack Mowat, and that was a good move for Mowat there, and he'll now try and get on to the back of Katzentonis. I mentioned that, it's Zach Green down the inside of Ashby on Fred Green for the lead of the race, and that's stuck. So that's a great move there, as there's a penalty for Sky Parker, which could be costly. And I
think Parker might feel he's faster here. I think he's going to feel he's being impeded, so I think he'll be too keen on chasing Mowat at the moment. Looking good in third. He's come to form at exactly the right point. Everyone just trying to guard that inside line. As 98 Green goes, look at Katzentonis there, tagging onto the back of Green through to second place. They're just making it down the inside.
He's going to go straight for the lead as well. Down the inside of Fred Green goes Joseph Katzentonis.
They're going to squeeze another lap in before we go down to 0, so it'll be 2 more laps to go as Green has a look down the inside.
Yeah, Fred Green to the inside of Christmas, and also Zach Green will have a look through as well, and they both go through. 2 laps to go here. Zach Green is in the slipstream. Fred Green goes to the inside and will surely get the move done there, so provided he doesn't run too wide. Zach Green now leads the race, but you could almost glue these 3 together, 3 abreast into Ashby, and look at Katzentonis. Beautiful move, still side by side. Fred Green back into the lead, and now Zach Green will go past Katzentonis. This is fantastic stuff between these 3 young racers, and down the inside goes Katzentonis on Zach Green. Look out for Ethan Woodward though.
Of course, Woodward and Mowat have been allowed to close up here because it really did get a bit aggressive on that previous lap as they battle for the lead. Green has a look down the inside of Katzentonis.
Into Ashby corner as they come out. Look out as well for the 23 of Jack Mowat. He's going to have a go now at Woodward and gets the job done. Fred Green, though, is going to come round now, the final corner, to take the win for round 5 in the IAME Cadets. It will be Zach Green in second, and Jack Mowat got Katzentonis at the last there. Brilliant move.
Towards Buta, be coming around to this final corner now. Let's have a look at the starter. Looking good round that final corner. It's a clean start. Away they go. And no surprises as to who leads them through. It's the 21 of Harry Linden, who's been on top form today, hasn't he, Howard? And again, starting as he means to go on.
Absolutely, but it's Leo Purchase who's got the jump on Ben Crossley as they head up to the hill for the first time, and Bobby Rosier as well, slotting into 4th place there. So good start from Leo Purchase. Ben Crossley wants to get by Leo Purchase early doors here, and that's causing Purchase to have to go defensive. Goodness me, that's going to be one of the biggest leads as Ben Crossley gets alongside Leo Purchase into paddock and gets the job done. They're going to be side by side coming to the next lap, but surely Crossley will stamp home the advantage into oblivion. Yes, he does. But already 2.36 seconds the gap that Harry Linden has at the head of field, and Ben Crossley's going, no, I'm defending, but he leaves enough of a gap for Leo Purchase.
For the 22.
Yeah, that's Oliver Carr onto the grass, and he goes towards the back. There was a great exchange between Ben Crossley and Leo Purchase on that last lap as well, although you wouldn't believe in the gap that's opened up for Ben Crossley in second place, but Leo Purchase has got a gap on the inside of Bellews, and following through there is surely going to be the 58 of Joe Garraway, who's arrived on the scene here.
Yeah,
everyone knows that they're battling for whatever they can get, but again, they've got to be careful here. They're just allowing Ben Crossley to pull away in second. Look at this, though. for Garraway there, getting alongside Purchase, and they're going to take it, but already there's a gap
Yeah,
formed.
Crossley's really checking out here in second place, taking advantage of this battle of the third place. Let's have a look as they go to Christmas.
Yeah, 2 seconds.
Down the inside there, yeah, 2 seconds, wasn't it? As nice move there down the inside.
It's quite the gap now that they've got to do. It's going to be even bigger this time around, surely. Yeah, it's 3 seconds now that Ben Crossley has in hand over third place Leo Purchase. Further back though, battles, that's the 87 of Matt McFarquhar looking at Charlie Payne-Johns.
It's close quarters racing here, but it looks to me like Belly at the moment is just hanging in there behind Garraway. Let's see what Belly does this time. The 84 tagging onto the back of 58 down the inside. Good move there from Garraway, and right on cue, Bellew goes through, just about makes it stick.
You say right on cue, but he almost missed the boat there, and it's going to allow Leo Purchase back down the inside of Ashby, and into the boot they go as Harry Linden sets another fastest lap of the race of 47.35. Bobby Rosier there in the 49 car. He's featured prominently in this championship thus far. He'll be looking to maximise points.
Let's watch Leo Purchase through the boot section again. He's not too worried about guarding the apex. He's trying to run his own lines, just trying to break away. As well, effectively here we're going for another lap because Linden's already gone through. Now Garraway is starting to look threatening.
Absolutely in the background as well there.
Riding the back wheel there.
And that's a problem. Oh, is it a problem for Leo
Purchase?
Oh, that is gutting for Purchase.
Harry Linden, who's run his own race at the front, he's still lapping in the 47s. He's been 46, 47 for the entire race. Ran the final corner. Just got to take it around nice and neatly. And Harry Linden, no doubting as to your winner of the Minimax final, will take the checkered flag. And then a good drive from second place, Ben Crossley, breaking away from that fearsome battle of a second place. And here we go, Howard. Who's going to bring it home in third in this very close scrap for the final corner?
It looks like it is going to be Ronnie Bellew who hangs on. So this one could be interesting. Is the start going to be good? Yes, it is.
That's
Away
nice.
we go for the trophy final. Great start from Hassan. And I think Luke Sintler has managed to get himself straight into second place as well from grid position 3.
He has, yeah, and Sintler's very quick on the approach to Christmas corner. All day's been like that, but Hassan holds on. Nice, clean start, just about. A little bit of banging of wheels there, but everyone gets through the first 2 corners safely. Hassan leads them. Sintler second. Looks like Gregory tagging onto that third place. They all pile through Ashby for the first time.
A big challenge from Jack Nettleship, I noticed, at the top of the hill as well. As look at this, down the inside of Geraghty, looks Sintler to get back third position, and Cian Geraghty manages to slot back in. Leo Brown still holding back Jack Nettleship somehow. Henry Gregory to get on up at the front, as that was a tidy move there. As at the very back of the pack as well, that looked like the 46 of George Robinson trying to make some positions as well. But
good to watch Sintler around that Oblivion corner as he gets passed this time by Geraghty. Just did seem to have a good line leading up to Christmas corner. He has lost some positions this time.
Thrilling stuff this in the trophy final. Leo Brown now in the slipstream of Cian Geraghty, but will hold station because he doesn't want to compromise his pace. The 22 though of Morgan Hill I think was going through on Jack Nettleship there.
Geraghty, we watch the camera in a moment, he is really closing. There's the look. He has a look, doesn't he?
And that is Henry Gregory. Bold attempt down the inside of Osiers, and I think he'll have been attempting this or weighing up that as his option for a couple of laps, but the pace of Geraghty and Brown behind is not in question. Brown with the fastest lap of the race that he has to make work.
Oh, he's got it.
He's got it.
Oh, actually out of nowhere.
Well, there you go. And if you'd like any driver coaching from how... No, not really. And there, down the
Geraghty,
inside. What a move. 2 in 1 for Cian Geraghty. What a move down the inside. Coming back at him there. Tries Henry Gregory. That was amazing. That caught us completely by surprise. And I think the same can be said for the 2 drivers he overtook.
Definitely. Well, that was a good opportunity there from Geraghty. He just saw that gap. He had the traction through the corner. And, well, that was a move that deserves to win the race.
Of Henry Gregory. There's a penalty for Kira Harris down in 11th place. What about the slipstream?
Gregory has a look down the inside on the slipstream. Nice move. One thing I just noted watching the pack go through on that previous lap.
Leo Brown, sorry, being cheeky and coming through. Bit of a pass on the grass, but that's going to allow Geraghty to have a look back into Ashby corner.
Hassan getting back involved as well.
Yeah, Hassan's going to be able to capitalise on that as well. Leo Brown gains 1, loses 2.
My opinion here would be the gloves have to come off now. We're running out of time, and Gregory's by no means miles down the road here, so Yeah, we've got 1 lap to go. Everyone's going to have to, the gloves are off here now. If they want to make a move, it's going to be now.
And that's surely allowed Cian Geraghty to focus on the sole job of putting pressure onto Henry Gregory. And he has had a stellar start to this lap. He really has closed that gap. But I'm not sure if he's going to be close enough. I think Henry Gregory just has to stroke this one home through the boot now.
Yes, Gregory in exactly the prime position going into the final lap. He's done everything right on this last lap. Nice smooth lap and looks set to take the checker flag. Indeed, he does so. Henry Gregory is your winner of the X30 mini final. Geraghty second, Aidan Hassan in third, Leo Brown fourth, Luke Sintler in fifth. The lights, they've gone to red now, so they're waiting for the lights to go out. And the B final, Ackett's making a much better job this time, it would appear, and takes the lead.
Yeah, great start there for Amelie Ackett, up to the lead early doors, but Frankie Smedley's going to come and try and come back for the lead, and does it. Brilliant stuff by Frankie Smedley up at the top of the hill.
Kai Clark starting at the back of the field, only on 6 points, so a bit of work to do here, and already up to 7th position. Smedley doing a great job of holding on to the lead. He has a quick glance over the shoulder as Ackett has a look down the inside, but not quite enough momentum to go for the lead.
Look at this though, Ackett again challenging for the lead on Frankie Smedley, got the run and is going to surely, Frankie Smedley shuts the door. Brilliantly done there by Frankie Smedley.
Assured driving there from Frankie Smedley, confident to shut the door there.
Yeah, confidence on those brakes clearly, as there's Jake Schulz, who had a think about it on Sebastiano Tuzeo. There on the back of the top 4 there, and Jake Schulz again having a look at Tuzeo into the final corner, and I think he's got the job done.
You can't miss Emily Cooper with those fluorescent yellow wheels, and fastest driver on the track at the moment.
Yes.
So again, well, actually Kai Clark's on a little bit quicker further down the field. There's Kai Clark actually,
and that she's got some great pace at the moment on the tail of Jake Schulz now.
Actually, there is a practicality there sometimes in these very bold colours for the younger driver. I think the parents like this sometimes. They can identify their driver quite easily.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. As side by side there goes Oliver Gibson with Kai Clark.
Pulling a small gap now. It was half a second. It looks to me like it's increased slightly, and Smedley doing well as battle rages behind him.
Yeah, I thought Jake Schulz was cutting across there a little too harshly to defend, but he did give room to Emily Cooper.
Look at this battle for second place now, and I think Emily Cooper's being held up a bit here. She wants to try and get through.
Up into 4th place. And ahead of them as well, Ackett's under serious pressure from Jake Schulz, but Jake Schulz thinks better of it, and there down the inside tried Kai Clark on Emily Cooper and made it stick. Ashby, there's a penalty for Kai Clark, and that could be significant in terms of those who get promoted.
Clark then still in 5th with that penalty, and what the penalty will be, we'll find out afterwards, as again Gibson has a look. Nice move there down the inside from Gibson, and Ackett's after playing defensively for so long has lost that position now. This is where it's going to be important now for Ackett. We've got 1 lap to go.
They have reeled in Frankie Smedley slightly, by the way, for the lead of this one. It's now down to under a second.
At the moment, it looks like Smedley's got things relatively under control. Just got to stay out of trouble on these last few corners as Gibson, the confidence there to go into that wide sweep into the boot corner now. Of course, 2 positions up for grabs in the A final.
Coming around the last corner, though, it is going to be Frankie Smedley who takes the win in the B final for Honda Cadets. Oliver Gibson finishes in 2nd, Amelie Ackett in 3rd.
Here they come around the final corner, and it's good this time. And looked like Fairbrother got a good jump on the field and takes the lead around the first corner. Dunford away well in 2nd place on the charge up to Christmas corner. Dunford down the inside, not quite close enough.
Well, that was confidence, wasn't it, from Gabe to think, I can stick to the conventional line here. I don't need to defend. And someone has been flipped round there, and unfortunately it's caught another competitor. Just clipped the rear wheel there. The 19 is the one that's affected as well as
trouble
there's
here with
another
that's
issue.
23. That's Tommy Edmonds.
Yeah, 23.
So one of the main front runners effectively out of contention on the first lap.
And I think it was James Jackson that he had contact with. Yes,
yeah,
James Jackson
like
also plummeting down the order. Gabe Fairbrother, though, leads. Carl Dunford in 2nd. Daniel Parent-Smith in 3rd. Harrison Crook and Charlie Pritchard round out your top 5.
As we look at the 24, Charlie Pritchard going down inside of Harrison Crook.
Yep, change for 4th place there. Absolutely, and down the inside at Wilkins looks, that's Spencer Brown, and he's made it stick. Gabe Fairbrother leads by 0.6 of a second from Carl Dunford. Daniel Parent-Smith has just set the fastest lap of the race, and then there's a 2.37 second gap back to this battle, which includes Lewis Jones trying down the inside of Harrison Crook and getting the move done.
So Daniel Parent-Smith there we see making the move on Dunford.
And there's a contact there. They do well to keep running there.
Good
Scary
driving.
moment, but somehow Parent-Smith managed to keep it cool enough to take the position there, in spite of being ever so briefly airborne.
98 hits trouble. That's one of the drivers a little bit further down, Lexi Bell. Parent Smith and Dunford, second and third, look threatening. There's the 211 of Lewis Jones. Charlie Pritchard, Spencer Brom in there as well. Ben Foland, incidentally, fastest lap of the race with a 45.81. They're all lapping very quickly in the high 45s, low 46 sort of area. Down the inside, a little peak there from Harrison Crook. Picked up a penalty earlier in the race, so how effective that will affect things, we'll find out afterwards.
Close as you like there between Folland and Crook.
Oh, look again, 21. Ben Folland on a roll there.
There is the gap then to your leader, and it's gone out to 1.9, and I've got to wonder now, even as Parent Smith sets a personal best, he still can't reel in the race leader. It's Ben Folland and Spencer Brown we're looking at here in their battle over fifth place.
Brave down the inside there from Noah Hadley, and makes it stick.
Yeah, lovely move. I think Parent Smith just has enough in hand over Carl Dunford as well to hold on to second place.
Yeah, and here we see, we're just going to cut back to Fairbrother. Nice battle there in the edge of the top 10, but Gabe Fairbrother has been in top form today. It's going to be Parent Smith in second, Dunford just behind in third, and a brave fight onto the final lap there from Lewis Jones, but not enough. He takes fourth position. Ben Foland, and here they come. Spencer Brom, Harrison Crook, Noah Hadley, Harry Chamberlain.
And will be good for a go this time around, and it is called good. Lucas Ellingham leads them away on to the first lap of our trophy final in X30 Junior. Lorenzo Cordal is in second place there and is challenging immediately for the lead, but Lucas Ellingham is wise to it. We've seen this rivalry all day long as they go 2 abreast, 3 abreast, even I think in some places 4 abreast through Christmas Corner. Again, Ellingham goes defensive against Cordal, but he's got to be careful not to defend too hard, because that's going to allow the likes of Algieri and Kamata in on the fight.
Says they go through on the first lap, so Ellingham leads, Algieri in second, Cordal third, Johnson fourth, Finley Harrison in fifth. We saw Milo Pilfold drift wide on Oblivion on the first lap, drops down a few positions.
He did do a lot of good racing to get to where he is right now. But here for the lead of the race, down the inside of Lucas Ellingham goes Olivier Algieri. Beautiful move under braking. Still haven't seen too many moves done there, really.
Not really, no.
It tends to be more in the second part of the boot where you shoot for a gap there. But
again,
in Oblivion, it's just a convention of unusual places to overtake. Into Oblivion, Lucas Ellingham gets the job done, chasing Alex Johnston for fourth further back.
That was the...
Cordell's round!
No, that's 33,
excuse me.
Sorry. That's... it was close there. That's Macy Hitter. Was in 10.
Apologies, in the light.
And again, just opts to stay behind for the time being.
And here, down the inside of Alex Johnston now, goes Finley Harrison.
Asking Cordell just to push along a bit there as the battle rages behind him. Is that...
It's Christian Brooks on Alex Johnston. Lorenzo Cordell at the front, but look out for Finley Harrison. Winner of one of the heats, of course. Now in clean air in fourth place. And
still leading us 44 hits trouble. That's one of the drivers on the edge of the... It was on the edge of the top 10. Daniel Hackett dropping down the field out of the race at boot.
Whilton Mill, Lucas Ellingham still under pressure and absorbing it like a sponge so far, it has to be said. He's really controlling this one so far. If they're lucky, where they're strong will be an overtaking opportunity. Here we go, Algieri down the inside of Wilkins. Beautifully judged move, and coming back immediately here is Lucas Ellingham, and now is the time that Lorenzo Cordell starts not literally rubbing his hands with glee. Keep 2 hands on the steering wheel, but you get the gist.
I think Cordell's aware that somebody's closing behind.
He is though, yeah.
Yeah. Or look at Finley Harrison right on the tail now.
Yeah, 4-car battle for the lead. As going defensive this time is Lucas Ellingham, and it's so close between himself and Algieri there, but well defended by Lucas Ellingham. Going defensive and attacking is Algieri now, because Finley Harrison is now right back onto him to get a little bit of breathing space, if at all. And Christian Brooks and Jude Fernerhoff are on the scene now. It's 6 karts at the head of this field, on to the last lap. Who's going to win this one? Lucas Ellingham, though, he is still under pressure here. Olivier Algieri is closing. Ellingham's going to have to go super defensive into the boot. Does Algieri have the switch back in the boot? He's going to try and tuck his nose over, but Ellingham's going to be wise to it. Behind them, it's all bedlam trying to decide the rest of the positions, but Lucas Ellingham will take the win ahead of Olivier Algieri. Lorenzo Cordell gets the last podium. 39 of Matthew Herbert on pole on your right, the driver's left. 73 of Harry Torpy alongside. And this is just a little reminder there, stay within the tram lines, and it's called good. Away we go for our trophy final in X30 Senior. It's a good start from Matthew Herbert. Harry Torpy able to retain that second place as they stream through the crook up the hill for the first time. But look at this, Harry Torpy challenging for the lead. What a move, what a start from the number 73, Harry Torpey, there to move up into the lead of this race.
Some nice aggressive driving at the start of the race there. Herbert aggressively guarding that line into oblivion for the first time, but Harry Torpey there, he certainly gave as good as he got and takes the lead.
In the hunt here, and Carly Atkins there.
Nice little move there from Johnson down the inside of Herbert.
He's just been racing so well today, has Roy Johnson. Harry Torpey leads, Roy Johnson in second, Matthew Herbert in third, Carly Atkins and Alex Keane's your top 5, and I daren't say more than that because it'll probably have changed by the time I've finished saying any more than that as they come through Christmas Corner. Carly Atkins with a run on our pole sitter Matthew Herbert into Ashby and has got the job done, and now is under threat from Alex Keane's is Matthew Herbert. He's going to get nerfed out wide here. Joshua Torpey is through as well.
Looks like he's out of contention, sadly.
Absolutely. Plenty of battles further back as well. This is the likes of Brandon Matchell battling away with Anki Stenning.
Trouble earlier on, so he's having a good fight through the field.
Oh, and there's contact there with Brandon Matchell and the 77 of Richard Evans.
Roy Johnson has timed this one to perfection, takes the lead, and another fastest lap, 45.6, trying to break away here, but Harry Torpey certainly not throwing in the towel. There's Torpey in second. Carly Atkins having a peek down the inside into Christmas Corner and tries to, makes the move stick.
For 16th place, there are battles happening all the way down through the field as that's a dive from a long way back by Alex Keane's.
Carly Atkins down the inside, out of nowhere.
Wow, there we go. Really good run up the hill. Came courtesy of a fastest lap of the last time through, and Carly Atkins is through and up into the lead on Roy Johnson. Now Johnson will do well to stay with Atkins here and keep applying the pressure. I don't think this one is a done deal yet.
At the moment, it looks like Johnson doing all he can just to tag onto the back of Atkins as we look again at the 96 of Teddy Pritchard Williams, trying to find a way through from Alex Keane's as we go through to the penultimate lap. Roy Johnson can stay with Carly Atkins on the remainder of this lap. He does seem very quick.
There it is, being shown to them. You can just see out of the timing tower onto the final lap then for our X30 seniors. And it's 0.3 of a second that Carly Atkins has in hand. It's going to be a big ass from Roy Johnson. There is the battle over third.
Oh, it looks like
Pritchard Williams
gone through finally on the last lap, timed that well, and he's going to have a look at Torpey. But Atkins is going to take the victory by 0.3 of a second from Roy Johnson. Very close for third as Torpey goes through Pritchard Williams, Keanes, Caelan Burbridge, Archie Forbert, Joshua Torpey.
Still appreciate that there are restrictions. Maybe some of you out there would like to have been here but can't be, so we hope that this coverage has been a suitable replacement for that as we get underway in the trophy final here at Whilton Mill. Great start from Rocco Leon Shenton. Riley Bishop alongside slots into second place but is under a lot of pressure as they come up the hill from Harrison Whitcomb, who's had a good start there, and he's got the jump on Joshua Bugembi, but Bugembi's looking back for the gap to come back at him.
Riley Bishop there actually was in a no-nonsense mood, wasn't he? He was guarding that inside line. He wants to keep that second place, not let anyone get through and just have the track to himself to battle for the lead.
Down the inside goes Whitcomb on Bishop at the next corner then. So Bishop's on the grass. Bishop's on the grass, so drama there for Riley Bishop. Now has a bit of a recovery drive ahead of him.
He's got Whittingham and Bugembi. Well, Bugembi now, another very aggressive racer. He really does try to find a gap and trying to find a pass. He's third behind Whittingham. Champney Simpson and, well, Bishop recovering to 11th place after that small mistake. He's got a bit of work to do. Shenton, I think, here is going to have to try and break away as best he can.
In which that can yet be beaten. Ben Simpson tucking under Theo Champney here in the run up the hill, side by side, 2 by 2, as behind them as well. That is Oliver Majewski, I believe. As on to a new lap. What's it this time? Has the gap gone down by a little bit again? Again, Whitcomb with the fastest lap of the race, 53.56.
We're talking fine margins here, however.
Oh, yeah.
It looks to me like Shenton was a little bit ragged going into boot, not by very much, but it was enough just to allow him to close up as Bugembi times his move, goes down the inside.
Absolutely, but that was a bit of a heart-in-the-mouth moment for Bugembi there, but he managed to keep it together, well held as they come on to lap number 6, and still the gaps come down, crucially, even though there was a change in position there. So Bugembi has got some good pace here. You just saw briefly there. He's in 6th place at the moment. And that's allowed Riley Bishop, actually. Riley Bishop got by Ben Simpson last lap as Dalton Hayward a 53.1 dead. That's a brilliant time there, as now Bugembi is definitely in that slipstream with 90 seconds plus a lap to go of this one. Well, is Hayward going to stay with Whitcomb and hope that the gap opens up, or is, because Hayward's pace has been so good, does he just try and get by Whitcomb and get onto the back of these guys?
I think Hayward's so quick at the moment, he's got to try and get past Whittingham and just hope that these two start to come together a bit.
Riley Bishop in contention as well, if it all starts to slow up as they battle as well. But Bugembi there Good run out of Ashby. Will there be an opportunity down into Ozius? My goodness me, how close were those bumpers as you saw side on?
Shenton's doing very well. He's running his own race now a bit, but he is wise, like you say to Bigembe.
Yes, it is the last lap.
Yeah, that plays into Shenton. Yeah.
Absolutely. Here we go then. Last lap, up the hill. Now's the time for Bigembe. He's going around the outside. He's trying to. Is he going to have a run? Look how far over to the right goes Shenton, but that will give Bigembe the opportunity to have the switch cut back.
Yeah, Bigembe is going to try the outside here, but Shenton does well to cover that line. Shenton doing very well here. Bigembe on his tail. Here they come down to boot for the final time. Hayward and Whittingham realistically out of contention at the moment, but here we go, Howard. This is going to be very close into boot for the final time. Bigembe right round the outside going for the switchback.
Yeah, absolutely, but I think it's not going to be enough. Rocco Leon Shenton is going to come round to take a well-deserved victory in the Honda Cadets A final here. He takes the trophy home. Joshua Bigembe in second. Dalton Hayward finishes third. Final of the podium steps, and with a 53.07 lap time to finish off as well, he finishes the day in style. Harrison Whittingham, a good, respectable fourth there. Riley Bishop in fifth. Ben Simpson in sixth. Seventh for Theo Champney. Mason Thurlow in eighth. And it was Harry Friel and Oliver Majewski to round out your top 10.